IO1. Who hasn't dreamed of reaching the moon? In December 2018, self-taught digital collage artist Larisa Murariu from Romania did just that. And if you trust her, her dreams are still up there. Today, Larisa's own personal moon goes by the name of Morysetta, an astronaut of the imagination. Her cosmic vision focuses on everyday objects and common emotions, transforming them into something special, just as magical as life itself. The secret to her success lies in the empathy present in each of her collages. They provide a new space for human emotions to exist without losing their authenticity. Instead, they gain deeper meaning. Through the layering of images, Morysetta delves into the essence of a thought, the purity of a gesture, and the source of an idea, all without the need for words. Is this the power of the moon? Welcome to the world of Morysetta. IO1, work of artist Morysetta. Introductory slide with examples of Morysetta's work. The digital third landscape. IO1. Morysetta's work moves between ordinary life and imagined space. Larisa Murariu began with handmade bookbinding and custom notebook covers before moving into digital collage. That shift feels useful to my IO project because her digital spaces are not treated as cold or technical. They feel emotional, layered, and slightly dreamlike. Her images suggest places the mind can enter. They sit somewhere between memory, landscape, and constructed digital space. Before working digitally, Morysetta made handmade notebooks and cover designs. This process was careful and tactile, but it also had limits. She has spoken about becoming too focused on small details, especially drawing eyes. The work became controlled by technique rather than the whole image. Digital tools gave her a way to move faster and think more freely. Work of artist. Before working digitally, Morysetta made handmade notebooks and cover designs. This process was careful and tactile, but it also had limits. She has spoken about becoming too focused on small details, especially drawing eyes. The work became controlled by technique rather than the whole image. Digital tools gave her a way to move faster and think more freely. A turning point came when she was 25, during a moment on an empty beach. She described feeling as if she was part of the burst of the universe. After this, she committed more seriously to art. In 2018, she moved into digital tools. This shift allowed her to build images through layering, editing, and testing, rather than slow traditional processes. Artist turning point. Morysetta's work uses escapism as a way of coping with everyday life. Familiar domestic elements appear in her images, but they are placed within outer space or alien worlds. There is a tension between the ordinary and the strange. Peaceful scenes become unsettled because they no longer sit in a normal environment. In highway daydreaming about things that don't exist, a vintage car sits on a desert road beneath a huge moon and cosmic sky. The car keeps the image connected to memory, travel, and the physical world. The moon and sky pull it towards fantasy. The image works because it stays between two places, the real and the imagined. Static IO1 static image to journey. Her 2023 work, This Journey, develops the same ideas through movement. Static collage was no longer enough to carry the full sense of space and travel. Animation allowed the viewer to move through the image rather than only look at it. The work becomes less like a single picture and more like an experience of traveling through time, space, and inner thought. Digital collage and art history. Morysetta's work connects to a longer history of collage. Cubism broke images apart. Dada used collage to disrupt meaning. Surrealism placed unlikely images together to reach the subconscious. Digital collage continues this process through software, scanning, layering, and editing. The laptop becomes a studio. Found material can be collected, altered, and rebuilt quickly. Digital space as emotional architecture. The important part of Morysetta's work is that technology does not replace the artist. It changes the conditions of making. Her digital landscapes create places for longing, memory, and escape. The body may stay still, but the mind can travel. This is why her work is relevant to I.O. It shows digital space as a place where inner experience can be built, entered, and shared. Work of artist Morysetta Alien Drive album cover. This was the cover for an album by a band called Alien Drive. The album was called Ghost Drive. It used neon 1980s styling, which gave the cover a retro science fiction feel. Link to my I.O. framework. For my I.O. project, her process connects to input, process, and output. The input is collected material, textures, objects, images, and references. The process happens inside the digital space, where these parts are altered, layered, and reassembled. The output is a new image that still carries traces of the original material, but has become something different. Work of artist Morysetta. These were the first two pieces I produced using Morysetta's style and techniques. The first image uses a photograph of the school staircase. I replaced the normal suburban view with the universe. The second image shows a classmate looking out of a school window. Again, I replaced the original blue sky with a space sky, changing an ordinary school scene into something more strange and imaginative. I.O.1 Local Church Landscape. The image below was a landscape based on a local church. I placed the 2001 monolith into the scene and used Morysetta's techniques to create a dramatic alien sky above a familiar landscape. I then developed the sky element further and produced a more abstract painting from this work. Digital image number 4, case study artwork. I.O.1 source photographs. These photographs were used as source material for the case study. Digital image number 6 by Luke Hillhouse, case study artwork I.O.1. This was the first major piece I made from the research. It features landmarks from London, Liverpool, and Wirral. Most of the elements are recognizable, but the altered color and setting make the image feel strange and surreal. Digital image number 7 by Luke Hillhouse, case study artwork I.O.1 AI School Building Experiment. I used artificial intelligence to take an image of the new school building from the architect's drawings and place it in outer space. Case study artwork I.O.1 London Skyline Development. This was another development piece using only London skyline elements. Final piece, doorway image. The final piece for this section is an image of my dad and my brother taken in a local park. They are heading towards a mysterious doorway into an unknown world. I kept the grass in the foreground natural, then contrasted it with a detailed Morysetta-style sky. In the top right corner, one of the star formations creates a simple Leonardo da Vinci shape. Section final artwork. Next slide, digital image by Luke Hillhouse, case study artwork I.O.1.